Hi there, everybody in the field house. My name is Jim Schaefer, and welcome to the 2013 GRCC Commencement. We have some folks out here that'll be graduating soon, and I'd like to introduce you to.
Corey Ellsbury.
And what are you graduating with tonight?
I have a double associates in marketing and business administration.
And what do you plan to do with that?
Continue with my marketing.
You looking for a job in particular, or?
Not right now. I'm actually full-time employed.
Really, that's pretty lucky.
I know. It worked out great.
Now, do you have family in there?
I do. I have family in there, but I especially want to say hello to my son. Hi, Zach.
You don't want to say hi to the rest of your family?
Hi, family.
Who are the family?
Hi, Mom, Dad, Carol, George. I don't know if you're there yet, but you better be. And my husband and a friend of mine.
What's your husband's name?
Scott.
Why is George not here?
He's always late.
He's probably in there right now.
I don't know. He could be.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck in there.
Thank you.
Okay, and next we have somebody who has something funny on his sash here, and I'm going to ask him for that. What's your name first?
Jacob Reeds.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty relaxed, actually.
Fantastic. It's a little windy out here. It's tough to keep all this stuff straight.
Well, yeah, and you got that funny hat on, so.
Yeah, I'm making it.
But even funnier, what do you have in the front of you on your sash?
This is the the Phi Theta Kappa stole.
Would you like to think about that a little more?
I would. I hope I got it right.
Okay, what is it again for the people in there?
The Phi Theta Kappa stole.
Phi Theta Kappa stole. And how did you get that?
By getting a 3.5 or greater for at least 14 credits.
That's a pretty good achievement.
Yep. Actually had a 4.0 last semester.
Wow, excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Working on the second one.
Okay, now my next question for you, do you have family in there?
My fiance is in there right now. My mom and dad are on their way.
Now, was that your fiance I saw with the camera?
It was. She loves that camera quite a bit.
Oh, so she's planning on taking a ton of pictures?
Yeah, I'm expecting about 150 by the time the night's done.
Wow, that's like a spread in GQ.
It's going to take her a while to sort through them, but she loves it, so.
Okay, fantastic. Well, give him a big wave in there.
Hi, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Okay, next we have somebody that's all decked out for this. What's your name?
Okoya Davis,
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Arts and Juvenile Services.
Oh, so you're going to go into corrections?
Yes, I am.
Now, do you have a place to work already, too?
No, I'm just looking right now.
Well, there's a lot of jobs because there's a lot of criminals out there.
I know. They've told me that's the best thing to do is juvenile service and corrections right now.
Now, did you like the program here?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed it.
Did you have like a favorite professor?
Nikki Banks.
Oh, I know Nikki.
She's a wonderful teacher.
Yes, she is. You want to say hi to her? 'Cause she's going to be in there in a minute.
Hi, Miss Banks. How are you?
Okay, now a bigger question. She can't answer you,
Yeah,
so
I know. I know. I thought about that after I said it.
Now, do you have family in there?
Yes, I do. My mother, my father, Isaac and Delphine, and my grandmother and aunt and cousin.
Do your mother and father have names?
Delphine and Isaac Davis.
Delphine and Isaac. Okay, and you're waving to them, so that's good. Well, thank you very much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, we got one more for you here, and she's been waiting in line diligently for a half an hour. So what's your name?
I'm Chelsea Churchill,
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Fine Arts for Photography.
Oh, so you'd go along good with the guy that's got his fiancée having a camera?
Yep.
Now, do you have a job lined up for that?
Not yet.
Oh, you sound kind of sad about that.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, sometimes you have to graduate first, and then you can find a job.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Western, so go bachelor's in criminal justice. I'm going in the forensic photography, to be exact.
Okay, so you're photography and forensics. So we're kind of doing a CSI theme.
Exactly.
Okay, now do you have family in there?
I do. I have my mom and my dad and my best friend Bree and my grandma and grandpa and brother are right here.
Well, that's no fun. We're like broadcasting this inside. They're right here. We'll have to turn.
Pictures.
We'll have to turn the camera around to them. It'll embarrass the heck out of them.
Especially my brother.
Okay, we're turning it on them. These are the grandparents. They're here. They're look at. They're taking pictures of us. It's unbelievable. Now you guys have to get in there. You know, I mean, this is all for your benefit being in there. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And back to you in the field house. And welcome back to the Student Commons at GRCC for the 2013 commencement. I've grabbed more people that want to talk to their families in there. So right here we have,
Steven Stofers.
and I picked you because you had a beard.
Thank you.
It's a good feature to have, really. What are you graduating with tonight?
My associate's degree in culinary arts.
You're going to be a chef.
Yes, I am.
Now, do you have some opportunities lined up?
I have several opportunities. I'm either thinking about going into management where I'm working now, or my buddy Jameson is opening a restaurant. He invited me to come be a chef there.
Okay, what's your favorite dish to make?
Ooh, I love working with chickens, if that helps, but
Oh, I work with a lot of chickens.
I like to be real creative with them. Can pretty much do anything.
Okay, I mean, do you like more than like the chicken cordon bleu, or what's your most creative chicken dish?
When I do the molecular gastronomy and start gluing different pieces of chicken together, like chicken breast glued to strips of bacon.
So gastronomy, that's the studying stars, right?
No, that's molecular food science.
Molecular food science? So what's the thing where you look at stars?
That's geometry, or not geometry. I can't think of the name of the.
It's not astronomy, is it?
Yeah, astronomy.
Oh, so there's a big difference between astronomy and gastronomy.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. And do you have family in there tonight?
Yes, I do. I have my mom, my dad, my grandparents, and my stepdad. They're all here to support me.
Do you want to wave at them? You're about 20 feet high right now on two big screens.
All right, I'm king of the world.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, thank you very much and good luck in there.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to run over here a second because we have somebody who's kind of nervous. I don't know. Well, are you nervous?
Not really.
Okay, I'm wrong. She's not even kind of nervous.
I'm really excited.
You're excited?
I am.
What are you graduating with tonight?
I'm graduating with an associate's degree in culinary management.
You're not with that other guy, are you?
I am. That's my boyfriend.
Oh, so you're kind of a duo graduation tonight.
Yeah.
You going to celebrate afterwards?
Tomorrow.
You going out to dinner?
We are.
I mean, being culinary students, that's probably a really good thing.
Yeah.
What's the best restaurant?
It's really hard to decide.
Where are you guys going to go?
We're going to go to Pietro's.
I love Pietro's.
Only been there once.
It's really good. They have excellent, and they have great chicken dishes too, which I think your boyfriend will love.
I hope so.
And I forgot to even ask, what's your name?
My name is Tiffany.
And do you have family in there?
I do. I'm my parents.
You want to wave to them?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Okay, well, thank you very much, and good luck in there.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to walk over here. You're first. Because you don't want to be first.
Oh.
So what's your name?
Kylie Brownell,
And what are you graduating with tonight?
associate's degree in arts.
You sound really excited about it.
I am excited.
Oh, now you're excited. Okay, you weren't very excited about your name.
I am excited.
Okay, Kylie's a great name.
Thanks.
I'd be excited about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe you should name your kid that.
Well, I thought you were going to say name me Kylie, and I thought that doesn't work for me.
It could.
It could. Now, what are you graduating with?
Associate's degree in arts.
And what are you going to do with that?
I'm going to go get my bachelor's.
Where are you going to do that?
Not sure yet. I'm undecided.
Uh-oh. Do you like Michigan or Michigan State?
I don't have a preference.
You know, that's in this town, that's kind of bad. You should like one or the other.
Don't tell everybody that.
Okay. I mean, so you like any college right now?
Yeah. I'm looking towards Grand Valley, though.
Oh, that's a good school.
Yeah.
And you can be right downtown, too.
I know. I live downtown.
Well, that's just a marriage made in heaven, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, do you have family in there?
My boyfriend's the only one in there right now.
Oh, I mean, nobody, like, you didn't have parents, any?
On their way.
Oh, well, I don't know if we can broadcast all the way to them, but you can wave to your boyfriend if you want to.
Hi.
What's boyfriend's name?
Joe.
Hi, Joe. She's going to be going on to Grand Valley, in case you wonder. I mean, maybe you knew that already.
He already knew that.
Oh, okay, I was hoping so. That's good communication.
Yeah, we've been together over a year.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck in there, too.
Thank you.
Okay, and next, this one, I promise you, this person is very nervous.
My name's Kaylee Stonerock.
Kaylee? Didn't we have somebody that was just kind of that same name?
I think it was Kylie.
Oh, Kaylee.
Yep.
Now, what are you graduating with tonight?
Macro and arts.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to teach special education.
Well, that's very noble.
Yep. I'm really excited.
Okay, now are you going on for more schooling or?
Yep, I'll be at GVSU in the fall.
Okay, now I have to ask you, what is this thing you have around your neck?
This is for Phi Theta Kappa, and then this one was for graduating with honors.
Oh, so you're kind of a high GPA person?
Well, I tried, yeah.
Well, oh, that's very modest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, who do you have in there tonight?
My parents, my grandparents, and my boyfriend.
So 5 people?
6.
6. Okay. You want to name them all? Okay, you want to name them all?
Yeah, Tim, Simone, Vernon, Marianne, Skip, and then Nick.
Well, you can wave to them too.
Hi.
Like I told the other guy, you're like 20 feet high in there on 2 screens.
Yes, first time I've ever been tall in my life.
Oh, you're huge in there.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, and we'll see you in there. Okay, now this poor person does not have anybody in there yet. What's your name?
Tara Naderhood.
Everybody in the audience say hi to her.
Hi.
Okay, see, I bet they're all yelling at you right now. What are you graduating with tonight?
Dental assisting. Arts and science. And that.
Okay, what does that do for you?
Well, I'm a dental assistant, so
Okay. So, I mean, do you have a dentist office you want to work in?
we are currently interning, so hopefully I'll get in there.
All right, so you like being in people's mouths and working on teeth? I mean,
Gloves on, yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't do it with anything but gloves on.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay, now, where do you think your parents are right now?
On the highway.
They're gonna miss you. If you're lucky, we can catch you, before you go in there. But if we don't, wave in there. They might be in there right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and wave.
Okay. Hi.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, you. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now this poor person didn't have a place in line right away. What's your name?
Emily Henderson.
Do you know where you're supposed to be now?
I'm supposed to be in row 4.
Okay, because our provost actually helped her out, made a couple phone calls, found out where she was supposed to be.
Yes.
So, what are you graduating with?
My associate's in art.
And what are you going to do with that?
I'm going to Grand Valley next semester. I'm going to be a math teacher. So
Oh, I'm terrible in math.
I love math.
Oh, well, we're just 2 different people then.
Yeah, I guess.
So, do you have parents in there or family, or what do you have?
My mom came all the way up from Texas to come watch me graduate, and my boyfriend's in there, and my boyfriend's mom. Hi.
Well, see, she's got it down. She's been watching everybody and waving to the camera and everything. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We have one more person back here. Come on, guys. Good. What's your name?
Carla Davis,
What are you graduating with tonight?
corrections and fine arts.
What do you want to do with that?
Probably work at the juvenile detention service or Redwood.
Okay, that's a big business, the juvenile services.
I know, so I want to do that.
That's a good job. You can get a great job in that.
I'm trying to.
And you got a stern face too. You look like very authoritative.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a little scary. I mean, you could scare the juveniles that way.
But thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, keep that stern face. They need the discipline, right? That's what you're good. All right. Do you have family in there?
Yep, my mom ain't here yet, but hi, Mom. My son is in there, and my friend Anna's in there.
Got that mean face going. Isn't that? I mean, that's corrections. That's really good. So I mean, you're gonna go do great at this.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good time in there. See ya. All right. Back to you in the field house. Hi there. Okay, we're back, and this time we have a married couple that are graduating together. Okay, your names are?
Akmal.
My name is Mavjuda, but I like to go by Judy.
I like that better.
Me too. I think it's easier to remember, right?
It is. My sister's name's Judy.
There you go.
So, what are you graduating with tonight?
With getting our associate in science.
You too?
Yeah, me too.
What do you plan to do with that degree?
Well, I really hope to get in the Grand Valley in the physical therapy field, so that's my plan.
Okay, my back kind of hurts. I mean, I could probably use some therapy.
Okay, call me.
Okay, a couple years maybe?
Maybe a little bit more than that.
Okay. And are you just going to be right down here on the downtown campus, Grand Valley?
Yeah, I'm really hoping because my work is here, so and a house and we live here, so that will be really helpful if we will study here in Grand Rapids.
Okay, now I hear you have a lot of people in there tonight.
Yep, especially my family, Rashona, Safina, Cameron, we love you. And our American parents, we call them parents, Carol and Paul, and our friends from overseas, and my best friend who was my employer, and now he's my best friend, my boss, Mike, with his family. So.
Excellent. So you have a lot of seats taken up in there.
Yep.
Well, thank you both very much, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Love you.
Okay, moving right on. This is somebody that's been following me apparently since I started this thing tonight. It's a little weird, but I can deal with it. What's your name?
I'm stalker Barb Gillespie.
Now, you really wanted to be on camera tonight, right?
Yeah, me and my buddy London, we're like, we want to go up there, but we were scared.
Now, do you have family in there
I
tonight?
do. I have my mom, my brother Bill, my sister Sherry, and her husband Mike, and my two daughters, Carrie and Caitlin. Hello.
Well, apparently you know the routine.
I do. I've been paying attention.
Now, what are you graduating with tonight?
I have my associates in business. My major is office administration, and I'm continuing on for my corrections certificate.
Wow, you had like all of the answers. Perfect.
Thank you.
Have you been practicing a while?
No, that's why I get on Dean's List all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And next we have, this is actually somebody I work with. She's in the office next door to me. And your name is?
My name is London Johnson.
And what office do you work in?
I work in the Diversity Learning Center on campus,
And what's the office next to you that I work in?
the media technology.
Very good.
Okay.
You did. And what are you graduating with tonight?
I'll be earning 2 associate degrees, one in office administration, one in business administration.
Okay, one wasn't good enough for you. You have to get 2 associate's degrees?
They're so close, so I said, why not?
Why not? I mean, why don't you go?
For a whole nother degree.
Why don't you go for 3 associate degrees? Stay here for a while longer.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna cut off you here. I'm gonna have we have more people waiting, but we'll go back to you in the field house. See you in a few minutes. Okay, we're back out. We're almost ready to walk in. I've got 3 people here that are waiting to be interviewed, though. And the first person we have is?
David Velick.
Now, I understand you're a film person.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather be behind the camera right now?
Yes.
Who do you have in there tonight?
My folks.
You want to say hi to them?
Hello.
You can wave, too. See, wasn't that nice? You'll be perfect in broadcasting.
I agree.
Thank you very much. Okay, and next we have?
Eric Mahoney,
And what are you graduating with tonight?
Associates in Arts.
And where are you going after this?
Lawrence Tech University for Architecture and Interior Design.
So you plan to build a house of your own?
Yeah.
I mean, is that the only reason you're going?
No. Build gigantic skyscrapers to do as much architecture as I can. That's so much fun.
Oh, very ambitious.
Thank you.
Now, who do you have in there tonight?
Mom, Dad, Carrie, Grandma, and Gabe.
You want to wave to them?
What's up, guys?
See? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and now we're getting down to our 2 nervous people again. Okay, our first nervous person is?
Nicole Alt
Okay, she's not really nervous. What are you graduating with tonight?
with Associates in Arts.
What do you want to do with that?
I've become an early elementary teacher.
That's very ambitious.
Yep.
Who,
Transferring to Ferris in the fall for it.
okay, who do you have in there tonight?
My mom, my dad, my 2 sisters, Felicia and Brittany, and my grandmother.
You want to wave to them?
Hi, guys.
Okay, and now we have one last person because we're almost ready to go in, and this one is a nervous person. And what is your name?
Kendra Anderson.
I did save you because you were kind of nervous.
That's not good.
Well, you said you had seen these videos before,
Yes.
and you still wanted to be interviewed, though.
Not really.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're here you are.
Glad to be here.
That's good to hear. What are you graduating with tonight?
My associates in liberal arts.
And what do you want to do with that?
I'm going to go further. I want to go into massage therapy, though. So,
Oh, excellent. Yeah, there's a lot of people with back issues.
yeah, including me.
Oh, so you're going to work on yourself?
Try to.
Okay. Now, who do you have in there tonight?
My mom, my grandparents, my boyfriend, my brother, my son, my dad.
You want to wave to them all?
Hi.
See, now you weren't really nervous at all, were you?
Yeah,
You really were? Yeah. Oh, I didn't think you were.
kind of.
You don't look nervous.
Thanks.
Okay, you better get in line because I think we're heading out soon.
Bye.
Okay, we're going to start walking pretty soon, so we're going to head back into the field house with you guys, and we will see you in there. Okay, we have family coming through here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We are in row number 2, and we've got people graduating. They're all ready to walk. We're about 4 minutes from walking in. What's your name?
Valerie Cook,
What are you graduating with tonight?
associate in arts with macro and photography.
Wow, what are you going to do with that?
I'm hoping to do something with commercial photography.
Well, that's very ambitious.
Trying.
Now, who do you have in there tonight?
My mom, my husband, my son, and a friend of mine.
Whoops. Oh, I'll get your card. There you go. You don't want to lose your card.
No, don't want to lose that.
Okay, you want to wave to them? They're right in there.
Hi.
Okay, and we're going to go quick. We got a couple minutes left. We can get one more person in here, I think. What's your name?
My name is Claudia Contreras.
And what are you graduating with?
I'm Associates in Arts with Macro.
And what are you going to do with that?
I'm going for social work.
Okay, you want to say hi to your family?
Hola, papi, mami, moy. Les quiero mucho.
I have no idea what you said.
Hello, everyone. Love y'all.
Okay, see, that was better. Thank you very much. Okay, we got another one here. What's your name?
I'm Laura Coney,
And what are you graduating with?
Associates of Arts with Macro.
Who's in there for you tonight?
My boyfriend Elsie and my roommate Montana.
Okay, you want to wave to him? Way over there.
Hi.
Cool. Okay, now we're going to do a big wave. Everybody in this line, wave. Okay, we have 30 seconds before everybody starts walking in. I have 2 people left to interview. What's your name?
How you doing? Diavondre Jones.
What are you graduating with tonight?
Associates of Arts. My major, moving on, is marketing communication. Minor is dance choreography.
I can tell because you're really prepared for this.
I am. It's this little spiel that I give to everybody. They ask you all the time.
Now, who do you have in there tonight?
I have my mom, my little brother and sister, and a few friends. Thank you guys very much for being appreciative. And Grand Rapids Community College was an awesome experience.
Excellent. Now go run, get in line.
I will. See you.
Okay, our next person is?
Hi, Ashley Calvert.
What are you graduating with tonight?
Graduate my associate in arts, and I plan on going to Aquinas College in the fall with my major in communications as well.
Well, excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And who do you have in there tonight?
I have my mother, my aunts, my cousins, and a few friends as well.
You want to wave to them?
Hi, thanks for coming. Woo, 2013.
And you are the last person I'm interviewing today, so get back in line and we will see you inside.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, we're heading back in. They are almost ready to walk. They're itching to get in there. So good luck in there, everyone. Give them some big cheers, and we'll see you later.
Entering the field house at this time are the president of Grand Rapids Community College, the faculty association president, the Grand Rapids Community College Board of Trustees, the provost, the dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, the dean of the School of Workforce Development, senior program officer from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the emeritus faculty recipients, and the distinguished alumni recipients. Now please welcome the Grand Rapids Community College graduating class of 2013. Carrying the college's gonfalons, the campus activities president, Emily Smitter, and outgoing campus activities vice president, Kendra Jones. Now please welcome the faculty of Grand Rapids Community College, led by the respective associate deans. Entering on the left are the faculty from the School of Arts and Sciences. Entering on the right, the faculty from the School of Workforce Development and the School of Student Affairs. Please welcome the faculty from Biological Sciences, Applied Technology, Automotive, the faculty from the Education Department, please welcome the faculty from the English Department, and the Business Department. The faculty from Language and Thought, Computer Applications, the Mathematics Department, Criminal Justice, faculty from the Physical Sciences, the Sekia Institute for Culinary Education, faculty from the Psychology Department, and from the Dental Department. Mechanical and Architectural Design, Manufacturing, the Social Sciences Department, Theater Department, Nursing, the Visual Arts Department, the Wellness Department, Occupational Therapy Assisting, Radiologic Technology, the Counseling and Career Center, Career Development Services, Disability and Occupational Support Services, Student Support Services, the staff and faculty from Library, and the tutor coordinators. Again, your faculty from Grand Rapids Community College.
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 96th commencement ceremonies of Grand Rapids Community College. Let's show a warm appreciation to our student wind ensemble, led by Michael Gillian, Director of Instrumental Music. Well, here we are. Graduates, this is your big night. You worked hard. We're very proud of you. You should know that tonight we have 430 students that participated in these commencement activities. That's the largest group of students that ever has come across this stage in one evening. Tonight we recognize you and all the potential you bring to our society. We are privileged to be here with you this evening. As a class, you're very diverse. You represent a wide age span, which proves that lifelong learning is alive and well. Your ages range from 18 to 66. 62% of our graduates are female, 38% are male. Men, we've got to get something moving along here. You're 74% white and 26 non-white. You are receiving degrees from 87 different majors. You come from 64 different communities and one country. Your grade point average is a 3.17. You are a terrific class. Now, if you would, I'd appreciate it if everyone would stand and join our graduates in singing the national anthem and remain standing for the singing of the alma mater. The national anthem will be led by Professor Kevin Dorbriff, Program Director of our music department. The alma mater will be sung by Alexis Race, a vocal performance major.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dear alma mater, hear our vow of faith and trust in thee. Thy spirit shields us then and now and through eternity. Thy colors true of maize and blue will with us always be. We'll honor thee both day and night. Dear alma mater, we love thee.
Please be seated. Before we start our ceremonies tonight, I'd ask that we pause for a moment of silence so that each of us in this room can express our appreciation in our own way for the bright future these graduates will help to create for themselves and all of us. Thank you. It is a great pleasure for me to introduce to you our platform guests for the evening. Please hold your applause until each group is introduced. We'll start first with our Board of Trustees. These are your elected officials who govern the college. First, Mr. Richard Verberg, Chairperson of the Board and a retired General Motors employee. Mr. Burt Blakey, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees and retired Superintendent of Grand Rapids Public Schools. Ms. Margot Anderson, Secretary of the Board and retired Administrator from the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Ms. Ellen James, Treasurer of the Board and retired from the City of Grand Rapids, working in the Equal Opportunity Department. Ms. Terry Hanlon, Trustee and retired Administrator from the Forest Hills Public Schools and currently owner of T.A. Hanlon Educational and Career Counseling. Dr. Richard Reiskamp, Trustee, Attending Physician at St. Mary's Healthcare. And Dr. Richard Stewart, Trustee and retired Professor from Cornerstone University. Please join me in a warm welcome for our honored Board of Trustees. And now our other guests on the stage this evening. Dr. Hilda Healy, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Ms. Fiona Hurt, Dean of the School of Workforce Development. Dr. Laurie Chesley, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Ms. Suzanne Walsh, Senior Program Officer at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Mr. Kevin Belk, recipient of the 2013 Distinguished Alumni Award, Chief of Police, Grand Rapids Police Department. Mr. Tom Rademacher, also a recipient of the 2013 Distinguished Alumni Award, retired columnist from the Grand Rapids Press. Dr. Gary Burbridge, recipient of the 2013 Emeritus Faculty Administrator Award, retired GRC faculty member, and Mr. Fred Van Hardesveld, professor in the English department and president of our Faculty Association. Thank you. And now some other guests with us tonight, pretty important folks, I believe. Students, you have had, I think, the honor and privilege to work with one of the best faculties that I've been associated with in my career in higher education. Along with their service and that of the service of our staff, all the staff, I believe we really work hard to develop an educational institution that is built around you and for you and always with your success in mind. Graduates, please show your appreciation for our faculty and staff. Another very important group in the room tonight, parents, family, friends of our graduates. When you go through this walk, this journey through education, no one can do that work for you, but certainly is a lot easier to do when you have people that love you and support you and help you know that you can get through the next hurdle. Graduates, thank those people. They are incredibly important. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, Ellen James, who will introduce our recipient of the 2013 Emeritus Faculty Award. The Emeritus Faculty Award was established in 1985 to honor those instructors, administrators whose dedication and creativity have left an indelible mark on the lives of students and colleagues at GRCC. The award is given annually to those who, during their tenure at our college and since their retirement, consistently promote GRCC's commitment to excellence as illustrated by the GRCC values and ends. Ellen?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor on behalf of my fellow trustees and all of the Grand Rapids Community College family to celebrate the 37-year career of Dr. Gary Burbridge. Dr. Burbidge began his career at GRCC teaching anthropology in the social science and behavioral sciences departments. His leadership earned him the title of department head, assistant dean, and eventually dean of arts and sciences department. After these substantial accomplishments, Dr. Burbidge returned to teaching and retired as a professor at the end of the fall of 2011 semester. Dr. Burbidge left his impact on GRCC by championing two fundamental values: diversity and sustainability. As a faculty member, he developed courses that allowed students to learn about people and cultures different from their own. It is no surprise that as an assistant dean and dean of the Arts and Science Department, he was strongly committed to diversity in hiring. His vision in this area helped build an exciting group of faculty and staff who made meaningful connections with students from all backgrounds. Dr. Burbidge, also known for his early advocacy of environmental and sustainability efforts, along with other faculty, he developed the first interdisciplinary course that explored environmental and sustainability issues. His passion, commitment to sustainability practices has long benefits for GRCC and Western Michigan. I'd like to introduce a short video highlighting Dr. Burbidge's achievements.
I nominated Gary Burbidge to be the Grand Rapids Community College Emeritus Faculty Award winner because Gary is the epitome of what a GRCC faculty member is and can be. He always cared about his students, he cared about the college, he was very, very interested in issues around diversity and sustainability and student success.
He makes the coursework really applicable as far as what's going on in the world and how it can pertain to you.
He was concerned about the student, he was concerned about the faculty, but ultimately concerned about the content.
I always felt that Gary wanted to be fair to everybody and listened to both sides if there was an issue, but he never really took off his faculty hat.
I say that Gary and I worked together because he really didn't work for me. I don't know that anybody really works for Gary. You work with Gary. And for his intelligence, his dedication to academics, and for his pursuit of the humanities and the liberal arts and lifetime learning, I'm really happy that the college selected him for this award.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to present Grand Rapids Community College's 2013 Emeritus Faculty Administrator, Dr. Gary Burbidge.
Is it just me or is it a little warm in here this evening? At this time, I invite to the podium the chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Richard Verberg, to present the first Distinguished Alumni Award. The Distinguished Alumni Award is an annual award that was established in 1963 to honor GRCC alumnus who has achieved substantial public recognition for their success. The chosen alumnus is respected among his or her peers, motivates others, and is a catalyst for positive change. Rick?
On behalf of my fellow trustees and all of Grand Rapids Community College, I'm pleased to honor our 2013 distinguished alumni. The two people receiving this award have names that might be familiar to you. They're from different fields, but both have made great contributions to our community and are proud of the education they received at GRCC. As chief of the Grand Rapids Police Department, Kevin Belk has often been in the spotlight in times of trouble, such as the mass killings in 2011 and this winter's rash of fatal shootings. We've seen his cool during chaos and his compassion during tragedy. Many don't know about the work he does behind the scenes. When presenting him with the 2012 Crime Fighter Award, Invest in Kids Michigan praised him for his advocacy of preschool programs, organized after-school activities, and programs to help troubled kids. Chief Belk has served on the board of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Grand Rapids Youth Commonwealth since 2003. He has also served on the North Point Christian Schools Board since 2005. He has been an advisory board member for the Kent Intermediate School District and the Kent Career Technical Center's Criminal Justice Program since 2004. Also since 2004, he has served as an advisory committee member for the Michigan Municipal Risk Management Authority Law Enforcement. He received an associate degree in arts from GRCC in 1979. He graduated from the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia in 1998 and graduated from Grand Valley State University in 2000 with a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice. Kevin Belk joined the Grand Rapids Police Department in 1980 and became its chief in 2007. I'd like to introduce a short video highlighting Chief Belk's career.
To me, my lifelong goal was to be a Grand Rapids police officer. I was fortunate when I was in high school that there was a program at the time, kind of a student observer program. Some pretty exciting stuff for a high school kid. At that time, I knew of obviously a community college and that they had a criminal justice program, so I was able to enroll in community college. I went on directly to the Grand Valley State Police Academy and completed that the summer after I graduated from community college. And then fortunately, shortly after I started working there, the Grand Rapids Police Department hired. So it really, for me, became a true ladder of success that after a period of time that you think you can pursue the next level. I very much enjoy the job. I mean, it's very much an honor to serve this community. I mean, I realize the awesome responsibility that I have to be responsible for the public safety and the security of our community. I enjoy being out in the community, being accessible to people so that they can share both their concerns and their praise for the department. And you know, I think back to my time at community college, just this young kid walking around campus, you know, kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed as you get there. And you know, a number of years later, the foundation that I got there in law enforcement, certainly, as I say, has served me extremely well. You know, certainly to be recognized as a distinguished alumni is very much an honor, and certainly humbled by that.
At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium the Vice Chairperson of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Bert Blakey, to present the second Distinguished Alumni Award. Bert?
A 13-year-old origami artist, a lost wallet, and a man with a metal detector would not seem to have much in common. But there is a thread tying them all together. Grand Rapids Press columnist Tom Rademacher made us all care about them. While other journalists follow those with power or fame or both, Tom has spent most of his career showing us the courage of a middle school girl and the achievement behind homemade maple syrup. The skill with which he's done this has led to many writing awards from the Michigan Press Association and the Associated Press. The National Society of Newspaper Columnists have named him the best general interest columnist in 2009 and 2010. Tom received an associate's degree in arts from GRCC in 1974. He received the Merle Storer Award, given annually to the top student athlete during his sophomore year. He went on to earn a bachelor's degree in education from Grand Valley State University. He started with the press in 1978. And while he formally retired from the paper in 2009, he still writes every day, has authored 3 books celebrating the extraordinary that hides in ordinary people around us. Mr. Rademacher serves on the Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame and the Warren Reynolds Classic Golf Memorial Committees, and has shared his lifetime of knowledge with GRCC students as an adjunct instructor of English for over 20 years. I would love to introduce to you a video highlighting Mr. Rademacher's career.
I was born and raised on the West Side, attended West Catholic High School, graduated in '72, and came to CC partly because eventually I became enamored of the swim team. Dave Clark used to tell me whenever I'd get disenchanted and I'd use a word or a phrase like, you know, do I have to? And he'd say, nope, you get to. And it was true of all, so many teachers who worked here. They were so in love with what they did, and you could tell they had a passion for the classroom. I also got involved in the collegiate newspaper. Actually worked my way up to sports editor. Earned a bachelor's degree in education, special ed of all things. I was actually working at the Grand Rapids Press part-time while I was finishing school, so a light bulb went off. Why don't you try to be a writer? And so I took it on myself to be the kind of columnist who went out and discovered people who otherwise probably wouldn't be a newspaper story, the guy next door. And I still, gratefully, pen a column on Sunday, and then I do a lot of freelance work on the side. We are our stories, and you have to still develop good storytellers. And they still do this at this college. They always will. Everywhere I go, I see connections to CC. I'm not surprised or shocked when I turn a corner and there's somebody from GRCC. The best years of college were right here on Bostwick Avenue.
It's my honor tonight to introduce to you our distinguished speaker for the 96th Grand Rapids Community College Commencement, Ms. Suzanne Walsh. As a senior program officer with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and leader of its institutional redesign strategies, Ms. Walsh has an exceptional grasp of the importance of the community college in helping to build the U.S. economy. Before joining the Gates Foundation in 2010, Ms. Walsh was Senior Program Director at the Lumina Foundation for Education. She joined Lumina after working as a program officer in the Heinz Endowment's Innovation Economy Program. Before entering the philanthropy field, she worked at Cuyahoga Community College in Cleveland and for Oklahoma Indian Legal Services. But before all that, Suzanne was a community college student. She received an associate's degree in applied science from Hudson Valley Community College in Troy, New York. She then obtained a bachelor's degree in science from Cornell University, master's in social work, and Juris Doctorate degree from Case Western Reserve University. So to you graduates seated before me, excited, anxious, hot, who wonder what your future holds, Suzanne Walsh is an example of the possibilities. She was once sitting in a similar seat, wearing a similar robe in New York. And after she left that stage in Troy, her community college degree in hand, she planted her feet firmly on the path to the next challenge and the next. She made good use of her start at CC, and we know all of you will do the same. It is my honor to introduce Ms. Suzanne Walsh.
Oh my gosh, nursing students, you may get to use your skills today. Somebody may pass out from this heat. Woo! It is so exciting to be here and such an honor. Thank you to Dr. Ender, to the trustees, faculty, staff, friends, family, and most importantly, the class of 2013. I also have some special thanks that I have to give, and also for those of you who've been affected by that flood. I can't believe, this is how dedicated you are. You are still here at graduation. That is amazing. I also want to thank 19 people in the audience. I'm going to read their names really fast. I know some of your families are going to yell when I say your name, but these are people, all students who helped me think about what I should talk about today. So, Diavondre Jones, Emily Ludge, Erica Washington, Linda Johnson-Williams, Terrell Betts, Laura McGuire, Alexi Bettig, Brianna Cook, Katrina Cochin, Kylie Brownell, Michael Morris, Timothy Myers, Rebecca Hare, Francis Ann Carmona, Barbara Gillespie, Gregory Amunga, Mariah Williams, Aaron Vela, and Dowdy Mbuta. And you know, if I mispronounce your names, you guys know I was trying to, I practiced, but I still need a little bit of work. So in order to get ready for today, I did a lot of thinking, and I kept trying to rethink what I said, what I would say today, and I just kept coming back to the conversations that I had with students, and I decided I really probably can't tell you anything you don't know. But I do want to tailor my remarks according to the audience. So I just, you know, Terrell, you do that public speaking, you know what I'm talking about. I want to first find out who is in the audience. So raise your hand if you have ever attended a graduation, ever. Okay, keep your hand up if there was a speaker. Keep your hand up if you remember who the speaker was. Oh, I just lost some people. Keep your hand up if you remember anything the person said other than congratulations. Okay, great. I'm going to talk about these 10 people right here. The rest of you just keep fanning. You know, so commencement addresses are daunting, and I asked for some advice, and now I think I've got my audience. I think I'm ready. So the advice that I received from the students that I spoke with was don't get emotional. Okay, I won't. Don't be monotone. Don't be phony. No canned phrases. Don't drag it on. Keep it short and sweet. So where did that leave me? With not a lot to work with. But what I did was I thought about my own graduation from community college. And I see eyes rolling in the front. I'm not going to talk about myself the whole time. But what I remembered was when I graduated, there was this essay that was incredibly popular. And it was called All I Ever Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. And they read it at every graduation that year. But I liked it because it was a great way of just saying, like, yeah, actually you know some stuff when you get out into the world. And so I used that as my point of inspiration for today. So my theme today is everything you ever needed to know you learned at GRCC. So the first thing is that you have to be open to new experiences, open to the unexpected. Many of you did not necessarily come here because it was your first choice. You came here because it was convenient. It was the only place that would take you. You were starting over, if you're like me, But now that you're here and now that you're sitting there, you can't imagine this being any other way. You can't imagine starting your career any other way. And so many of you also came in not seeing yourselves as scholars. And I can see all your fancy stuff. Okay, honors people, I see you out there. And yet now you're scholars. So there are those of you who didn't think it was possible, and you're on the president's list, the honor roll, the dean's list. Some of you are the first in your family to go to college. All right. Some of you have been nominated for fancy awards. If you're like Terrell, you have a skilled trade that you can travel with. If you're like Kylie, you never thought you'd be at graduation, and here you are. If you're like Katrina, learning was not always an easy thing, but somehow you persevered and you made it here today. And if you're like Mariah, Rebecca, and me, it may have taken a few false starts to get here, but you're here. And finally, you may be like Gregory. He didn't let life issues keep him down. He overcame what everybody said he couldn't. And he's got a theme song. It's How You Like Me Now. And I hope you all own that same theme song. But how did you get here to this day? Okay, so you were open. But you were really great at managing your time, a fantastic topic for graduation. Let's talk time management. We won't. But what you were so great at doing was figuring out how to budget the time that you had on campus, how to manage everything else happening in your life. Brianna had 3 jobs and was somehow still going to school. I don't know how that happens. But if you were like Francis, you may have made a schedule for your friends and your family, printed it out, and told them when not to call. Don't call me during class. Don't call me while I'm at work. Don't call me while I'm studying. But the other great thing that Francis said was, don't ever be ashamed to say you don't have time. Because the way you got here was you had to tell some folks sometimes, I don't have the time to hang out right now. I have to study. Or maybe you were like Michael, and you painted a picture of what you wanted to achieve. And then as you started working on that, you realized, as he said, it might be a little bit lonely working towards your goal, but it's beneficial for your growth. And so somehow you figured that out, you figured out how to manage your time, and you also did something really important. You figured out how to ask for help and how to ask foolish questions. I forget who told me that, and I love that phrase, ask foolish questions. And ultimately, when you were in doubt, you might have done what Terrell did, which was follow the focused kids. He looked around and said, okay, who's smart? Okay, I'm following you. And you know where they ended up? The tutoring center. I'm coming back to the tutoring center in a little bit because I heard a lot about the tutoring folks. So follow the focused kids. And you know what? Some of those smart people are now part of your network. They may not have known they were in your network, but they were in your network. And all of you who are sitting here today had someone in your corner who helped you get here today. So it could have been Chrissy in financial aid, it could have been Miss Dean, Miss Flemings in math, Dr. Sapp, Dr. Burke, it could have been Patrick in counseling, could have been Marco Tremble, somebody in disability services, or an adjunct English professor named Ms. Speed. Whatever you do, I implore you, do not ask Linda Johnson-Williams who helped her get here today, because it turns out everybody helped her get here today. She named every single person on campus. And most especially, she mentioned the tutors. And when she mentioned the tutors, everybody chimed in. So I don't know where the tutors are sitting and the tutoring staff, but I just need to pause and give you a shout out, because you helped all these folks get here. And then there are those of you who didn't even know that you were influencing a graduate up here. You are children of graduates, you are nieces, nephews, siblings. Barbara's sister Christina, as far as I can tell, basically double dog dared her to graduate before her niece, and that seemed to work. You are grandchildren, so Gregory's grandsons, no excuses, you gotta do it too, Grandpa did it. And if you are part of Doty's family, the whole family is graduating like within this week. So, you know, everybody's sort of taken it upon themselves to influence each other, to be a part of an important network that led to success. But ultimately, I think really it was Diavandre's words that made most sense to me about how to use your network. Resources are everywhere. Know your resources. So it doesn't matter where you go after you leave here. Just find the people who are willing to support you and to help you to be successful. Well, now you've built your network, you've been open, you've figured out how to manage your time, you've asked foolish questions. So now what? Guess what? Now you are the role models for all these other folks in this room. And so I know I'm about to lose control of the crowd when I ask this question, but I'm going to ask anyway. How many people in the audience of friends and families have somebody sitting up here in the graduation group who influences you, who serves as a role model for you? You can applaud. And those of you in the class of 2013, how many of you are like Alexi and you are inspired by and proud of someone else in your class? That was a test to see if you were still awake and with me. Okay. But don't underestimate this role that you have now. Don't underestimate who you are now to yourself, to your friends, to your family, to your community, to your alma mater. Look at that, I used Latin. Tim would be upset. He took Arabic when he was here. But anyway, don't forget who you are to all of these people, because you're now a role model. And pay attention and own that role model job. It's the best job that you will ever have. So, you know, when I thought about all of these things, these lessons that I took away from the conversations with you, I realized that, in fact, those are the lessons I also learned when I was at a community college, and it's the same thing that I rely on every day in my work. When I'm trying to problem solve, if I'm working on a tough, messy national problem, I literally go through the same things. I just start out being open because something may happen that I never expected. I ask a lot of foolish questions. I ask for help. I follow the focused kids. The beauty of the job that I have is I can talk to the smartest people in the world, and they talk back. I manage my time. I sometimes have to tell people, I really don't have time. You know, I can't engage with you right now. I'm working on a tough problem. I engage and rely on my network. Dr. Ender will never, ever be able to escape from me. And sometimes I even remember that I'm a role model for other people. But before I get all emotional, start dragging this out, using canned phrases, faint from the heat, I just want to close by saying that if you don't remember anything else from today, because as we've learned, you won't remember I was here, you won't remember what I've said, but if for you know, that possibility that you remember something, wherever you go, whenever you're in a tough position, just do not forget that everything you ever needed to know, you learned at GRCC at Grand Rapids Community College. Congratulations and best of luck.
Before we begin conferring degrees to all of our graduates, we want to take a moment to confer an honorary associate's degree to a very special person among us tonight. Miss Melinda Frank is receiving this degree for her outstanding commitment to lifelong learning. Melinda attends Northrop Academy, a small school on our campus that provides a college experience for special needs students. Melinda has been involved with Northrop for more than 20 years. In fact, she will complete her 42nd semester this year. She is an avid reader and holds 2 jobs. She has worked at Pal's Diner since 2003 and is also a teacher's aide at Tempo Emmanuel Religious School. I call your attention to the screen for a little more about Melinda.
With Northrop Academy, we want our students to be lifelong learners, and she really demonstrates that. She's been with us since 1992, and she loves to learn. She brings in things that she has done research on outside of class and shares it with her classmates, and she's always excited about what we're studying.
She feels happy, glad, happiness, and big smile.
She has a beautiful smile. She got great personality. That says a humor.
She lives independently. She gets to class independently. Anything that she does outside of class to bring in that's extra homework, so to speak, she takes the initiative, and that's why that makes her really unique. She's got outside supports, lots of outside supports, but she's an independent woman and really thrives on being independent and doing things for herself, and she's a great example to the other students in the class.
Melinda, if you'll please come forward, and board members, if you join me. Board members. Melinda. And so, the Board of Trustees at Grand Rapids Community College, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Grand Rapids Community College, has conferred upon Melinda E. Frank, in recognition of the satisfactory fulfillment of the prescribed requirements for honorary degree, given at Grand Rapids, Michigan, this day, May 2013. Melinda? Well, that was beautiful. Grand Rapids Community College's history of excellence goes back 98 years to when it was founded in 1914, the first community college in the state of Michigan and the 8th community college founded in the United States. Students, when you accept your diploma tonight, you will take your place among tens of thousands who are previous graduates of this great institution. All of us at GRCC send our best wishes for a wonderful future to each of you. You're now part of our college's heritage and our commitment to excellence. We will be proud to call you alumni. And now it's that time for all of you students to make that great walk across the stage. As we confer your respective degrees on each of you this evening, I will be assisted by Chairperson Verberg and all the other members of the Board of Trustees. Presenting the candidates for confirmation are Provost Hilda Healy, Dean Laurie Chesley, and Dean Fiona Hurt. May I call your attention to our students who are wearing gold ribbons with gold medallions. These are our Delta Phi Alpha students who are graduating this evening in the top 5% of their class. The students with a gold stow are members of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society and have earned a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Students with blue and gold honor cords are members of our honors program. These students have completed all academic and service requirements to graduate with this distinction. And finally, and very importantly, the students with red, white, and blue cords are honored for service to this great country. And now I will call upon our provost, Dr. Hilda Healy, who will begin the introductions.
Dr. Lori Chesley, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Fiona Hurt, Dean of the School of Workforce Development, will present the candidates this evening. Will the candidates who will be presented with degrees this evening please come forward?
The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Arts degree. Megan Lenore Aaron. Abdallah Abdi. Ashley Adams. Hamza Ahmed. Sonia Leticia Alonso. Nicole Alt. Ariel Ruth Anderson. Casey Anderson. Kendra Nicole Anderson. Dario Babich. Andrew James Baldwin. Tigirita Barriagaber. Patricia A. Barnhart. Melinda Barenbrock. Kaylise Nicole Berry. Alexi Bettig. Daniel R. Byleth Jr. Rolando Bocanegra. Desiree Bozen. Matthew P. Brand. Delicia T. Brewer. Crystal Nicole Brown. Felicia Cantrell Williams. John Garth Becker. Samantha Brown. Kylie Brownell. Jonathan Brusky. Brandolyn Callender. Ashley Stella Kimberly Calvert. Kelly A. Campbell. Emily Alexandra Capel. Cynthia Cardinal. Christopher Casper. Thelma Catrice Cheeks. Tara Latrice Childs. Mandy Christian. Chelsea Sue Churchill. Amanda Lee Clevenger. Brianna Louise Colbert. Brianna B. Combest. Lindsay Jo Compton. Laura Coney. Claudia E. Contreras Santana. Valerie Ann Cook. Brianna Jean Cook. Crystal Cowell. Anquinita Davis. Tyler J. Davis. Justin Dawes. Jeannie Decker. Brittany Rose DeBoer. December DeGlapper. Grant DeVries. Rochelle DeVries. Danielle Lee Dunneback. Lisa Y. Eddy. Joe Echeverry. Tabitha Edmonds. Mary K. Earhart. David Failing. Jacqueline Ferris. Angela Mary Catherine Fleming. Noel L. Fleming. Jeffrey Flournoy. Kathleen Gallagher. Kendra Jo Gardner. Monique Elaine Gay. Antonia M. Garcia. Jennifer Janau. Nancy Rosalia Gomez. Felipe S. Gonzalez, Jr. Andrew K. Good. Tawana LaShonda Gordon. Taylor Lee Graham. Megan Jean Griffin. Andrew Stephen Groh. Shelley Guidebeck. Denise Hagman. Precious Hale. Shelby Lynn Harrison. Emily Louise Henderson. Tomoka Y. Hendler. Caitlin Joanne Hodgman. Brandon Houle. Hannah E. Horman. Catherine Heisinger. Tanya L. Hunt. Leah D. Jelsma. Janelle M. Johnson Ellis. Amari Jones. Diavondre M. Jones. Kendra Jean Jones. Erica L. Jones. Abu Kamara. Catherine Camp. Amy Lee Kaziski. Amanda S. Keach. Tina Marie Kolesha. Taylor Kinney. Katrina Cochin. Jamie Colleen. Jordan Lee Kotecki. Catherine Ann Larabelle. Nina Larson. Jarrell Marquise Latham. Marilyn Leach. Kirsten Ledesma. Christopher Kenneth Lee. Quinn Wynn Locatus. Lazaro Lopez. Timothy Luce. Emily Ludge. Devon Monique Luster. Eric Taylor Mahoney. Brent Majors. Carly Misa. Carrie J. Makarowitz. Tyler Allen Mailport. Lori Marciniak. A. Roy Marip. Daudi Mutisia Buta. Laura Janelle McGuire. Melissa L. McClellan. Nadine Melendez. Timothy Allen Myers. Robert Michaud, Jennifer Marie Miller, Randall Ming, Carla Mogenborg, Patricia L. Mollett, Trevor Mooney, Caitlin Alexis Moore, Christine Mosner, Yuriva Mohammed, Aisha Ife Abba Nanku, Kiera LaParis Noble, Adriana Michelle Norris, Tori Yvette Parker, Jessica L. Pomater, Johan Payne, Eric Vicente Perez, Mara Piastro, Megan Lynn Pitch, Shalinda E. Ponsil, Brandon Michael Pop, Jessica Rakala, Denise A. Reagan, Caitlin Elizabeth Rapp, Allison Ratcliffe, Leslie Y. Redman, Bernice Rivera, Luis Rodriguez Cruz, Nancy Lisette Rojano, Jennifer L. Rotak, Matthew Donald Roth, Austin Garrett Rule, Heather Leanne Salas, Natalie Seaman, Renee Scarberry, Lori J. Sheely, Abu Bakar Muni Sharif, Sherry Ann Schiffer, Monique Chanel Scott, David Michael Segal, Bethany Lynn Schultz, Joseph Bernard Singleton, Catherine Scotchless, Carmen Renee Smith, Kelly Elizabeth Snyder, Rachel Soper, Nathan Cyril Sosa, Rodney Stark Jr., Jessica Sturkin, Kaylee Elise Stonerock, Nathan Swanson, Douglas Tawney, Gregory Shane Terry, Julie Michelle Thompson, Teresa K. Thompson, Ashley S. Thorson, Russell Town, Gloria Lynn Thomas, Mariah Kimakwe Williams, Rodney Len Vanderswag, Daniel S. Van Lente, Aaron Vella Robbins, Donald L. Vilick, Sylvia Venema, Victoria Genevieve Vitales Lanusa, Eileen Voss, Michael E. Wagner III, Erica Shana Washington. Tricelle Venara Watson. Antoine Delon Weaver. Yasmin Sharnice Wells. Courtney Wiley. John Thomas Williamson. Deunique Wilson. Jamila Wilson Wahid. Shirley Wright Hayes. Thienda Marcella Yarbrough. Jonathan Young. Megan Young. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate in Arts degree.
Carmen Marie Lair. Gregory G. Amonga. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Applied Arts and Science degree. Terrell Betts. Chung Pao Kool. Milo Ralph Brooks, Jr. Angela Page Collins. Jared Michael Alston Smith. Zachary Barr. Cedric James Bell, Jr. James Noling. Joseph Simon. Charles Lamont Tolliver. Lathan Young. Genevieve Lisette Coulter. Brenda Sue Adams. Juanita Barnes. Antonella Branata. Tabitha Marie Freeman. Maya Robertson. Erica M. Rodriguez. Chandraka Marie Lott. Mayom A. Luth. Christopher Malin. John Moore. Jason Fidwa. Jeffrey J. Vanderveen. Raheen K. Jones. Courtney J. Sliter. Dominique Gordon. Kelly A. Pascucci. Carla Felicia Davis. Ralph Hawkins IV. Cam Zen Hugavane. Miranda Jones Martin. Juan V. Torres Garcia. Fatima Ruby Briones Sanchez. Stephen L. Couch. Robert G. Hill. Doris J. Lewis. Naitia Tiana Lofton. Stephen J. Stufers. Angela Tron. Tammy Hatfield. Millicent Muini Mutsiawa. Danielle M. Silira. Natasha Michelle Stanley. Teresa Lynn Strader. Tiffany Nicole Woodhead. Trisha Lynn Brower. Hope Kasler. Kareli Esparza. Autumn Lee Fulco. Kirsten Elizabeth Gensink. Alyssa Johnson. Brittany Nicole McNeil. Lacey Marie Morgan. Tara Marie Netterhood. Kimberly Ann Palethorpe. Michelle Lee Ann Regal. Elizabeth Ann Rosendahl. Kendra Ray Troop. Jillian Ray Woodkovich. Jennifer Christine Bignall. Rachel Bowley. Jerry Marie Cole. Chelsea Joe Dornbos. Rachel Ellen Young. Nancy K. Kaiser. Tim J. Medendorp. Kristen Lynn Monroe. Jennifer Murphy. William Arthur Price. Kedna Sal. Terry L. Schultz. Haley Dawn Van Pelt. Ronald T. Brecken. Michael Sanford. Kevin B. Wilbur. John Bruce Wingate. Rosemarie Carlin. Latanya Marie Maybon. Rixie Rodriguez. Okwea Lakeisha Davis. Annette Marie Drayton. Sarah Jo Fader. Britt Nora F. Gauthier. Moses Geeson Bestman Sr. Johnny Marie Griggs. Iman H. Hamid. Holly Ray Holtrup. Christine Houston. Jawan Kenny. Okay. Sonia Lagunas. Kalia Luster. Vicente Michelle. Sarah Nicole Rose. Jackie Lynn Thompson. Arnie Vargas Bernal. Jennifer Diane Vincent. Crystal Renee Grays. Axel Chalk. Gabrielle Bacaleda. Courtney Carter. Audrey L. Coster. Mary Megan Lovelace. Erin McCullough. Cynthia Lee Molnar. Amy Rowe. Susan J. Snyder. J.C. Van Dyke. Douglas P. Vancouvering. Angela Robin Strait. Tracy Sue Dykstra. My Long. Candace Ray Aylesworth. Casey Compton. Patrick Allen Council. Jamie Marie Dreyer. Latonia Artrice Graham. Claire Elizabeth Hagan. Erin Martin. Emily R. Meyering. Matthew J. Painter. Melissa Ann Seeley. Whitney Danielle Stevenson. David Veldhoff. Josette Waite. Tori N. Yezek. Thomas George Hernan III. Elisa Maurice Campbell. Jesse A. Terry. Amy R. Daniels. Scott Darling. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduate with an Associate in Applied Arts and Sciences degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Business degree. Hao Do Kin. Jessica Lynn Clary. Kimberly Ann Gilbert. Wan Hu. Natasha Lynn Little. Corey Ellsbury. Holly O'Neill. Amy N. Poliga. Nancy Carol Ramirez. Tarisha Tu. Shayna Celeste Wheeler. Cherie Ansiri. Whitney Ray Barong. Dana M. Bojlarski. Terrell A. Charleston. Tonya A. Duncan. Helen S. Alazenga. Kayla Espino Santoya. Sherry S. Evans. Carolyn Fox. Carrie Gina. Deborah Gordon. Samuel E. Jenkins. Cynthia McAllister. Jeremy Alexander Johnson. Elizabeth Kapana Carnley. Helen H. Kim. Nathan William Larman. Mariko Landis. Thank you. Amber Lee. Jeffrey Knoll. Jason Rangel. Sarah Joy Reed. Alicia Gail Reiser. Deborah Lynn Robbins. Divana Robertson. Cherie Sargent. Tracy Shepard. Sue Ellen Marie Skiles. Michael Jerry Stratton. Michael James Van Manen. Desiree Vasquez. Fidel Angel Vega III. Casey West. Timothy D. Barima. Frances Ann Carmona. Tabitha Foster. Bernard Martin. Shantae Lynn Miller. Kelly Morgan. William A. Shoemaker. Suni Soriano. Molly Michelle Williams. Kelly Corlew. Leda Cruz. Tara Ducharme. Barbara Ann Gillespie. London Johnson. Anna Elizabeth Craker. Sally Cooleycamp. Lacey Linnell Lopez. Samantha Diane C. Beth Steimel. Gabriel A. Villela. Thank you. Jacob I. Vasquez. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate's in Business degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Fine Arts degree. Jerry Butler. Thank you. Oswaldo E. Garces. Thank you. Julia Tovey. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate in Fine Arts degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in General Studies degree. Vanika Rochette Brandon. Rihanna Lynn Cunningham. Mario Danielle Harris II. Wafa A. Haddad. Ashley Gordon. Dulcie Ioranenge. Linda Johnson Williams. Brandy Miras. Michael Morris. Sarah Jane Noble. Samantha Marie Sprague. Shelby Stowe. Philippe Zadro. This concludes the presentation of graduates. Graduate with an Associate in General Studies degree. The following candidate will be graduated with an Associate in Music degree. Brian D. Yonkman. This concludes the presentation of a candidate graduated with an Associate in Music degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Nursing degree. Terry Lynn Shard. Michelle Velez. Jessica Lynn Kruger. Stacy Meyerholtz. Kathleen Ann Moore. Melissa Marie Robinson. Thank you. Angelique Nazingo. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduate with an Associate in Nursing degree. The following candidates will be graduated with an Associate in Science degree. Robert Atkinson. Gladys Cruz. Tom T. Trong Bui. Brenda Lee Gonzalez. Nicholas A. Griswold. Patricia Dawn Homrick. Jacob S. Reeds. Brandon Reynolds. Zachary Matthew Russo. Akmal Sedezamov. Mavjuda Dezemerova. Abadi Sharif. Randy James Vanderplug. Myrna J. Van Dyke. Douglas P. Van Hartesveld. This concludes the presentation of candidates graduated with an Associate in Science degree. The following candidates will receive a program completion certificate. Thank you. That's right. Jacqueline M. Harmon. Lois A. Hill. Ashley Nicole Rodriguez. Patricia Webb. We Thee Know. Brittany J. Haney. Alicia Dawn Hemhold. Carrie Sue Kuiper. Katie Lynn Snip. Jana Lynn Warner. Dave Nally. Marquita Danielle Agnew. Barbara Bawalelia Konkala McDonald. Janea Wata Sanur.
Will all the candidates please rise? Dr. Stephen Ender, Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Grand Rapids Community College, I am honored and privileged to present the candidates for Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Arts and Science, Associate in Business, Associate in Fine Arts, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Music, Associate in Nursing, Associate in Science, and Certificate Programs.
Now for the really good part. By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Grand Rapids Community College, the Board of Trustees, and the laws of the state of Michigan, I now confer upon each of you the certificate, degree, and title as they apply to you individually, and cite you as being worthy of all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with this accomplishment. You may now shift your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I wondered how long it would take. Please be seated. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce a musical performance by Alexis Race, who will sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. That was beautiful, thank you. To conclude our 96 commencement ceremonies, our faculty will honor the graduates in a recessional lineup as they exit to Bostwick Commons. We ask that you remain seated while viewing the recessional walk on the screen behind me. After all the students have exited the building, we invite you to join your graduate and the faculty on the Commons. Graduates, congratulations on this incredibly important milestone in your life. We are proud to call you GRCC alumni.
Thank you.